Assalamu alaikum everyone. My name is Rosina Yassin. I am librarian at the GCTW Lahore. Today we are going to explore a beautiful and meaningful topic, the science behind happiness. How to cultivate joy. Happiness is something we all seek, but it is simply a feeling, or can we actually develop it through our thoughts, habits, relationships, and daily choices? In this conversation with ChatGPT, we will discover what science tells us about happiness and learn practical ways to bring more joy, gratitude, positivity, and meaning into our everyday lives. Let us begin this inspiring journey with ChatGPT. Assalamu alaikum, ChatGPT.
Walaikum assalam. How's your evening, Rosina?
My evening is so good. How is your evening?
I'm doing well, thank you. What's on your
Okay.
mind tonight?
Today, my topic is the science behind happiness. How to cultivate joy. Are you ready for answering me?
Yes. Yep.
Okay. My first question is, what is happiness from a scientific point of view?
Scientifically speaking, happiness is often called subjective well being. It has two main parts. One is how satisfied you feel with your life overall. The other is day to day emotions, like how much joy or stress you experience. Researchers measure both of those components to understand what contributes to happiness.
Okay. Is
Things
happiness
like
okay? Is happiness mainly determined by our circumstances or can we influence it ourselves?
Let me check on that. Yeah, that's a great question. Circumstances matter, sure. Health, money, relationships, all of that. But research shows we do have a say through our habits and our mindset, like practicing gratitude, spending time with close friends, regular exercise, finding purpose. You can't control everything that happens, but you can shape your daily patterns, and that really adds up.
Okay. What happens in our brain when we experience happiness?
Hmm. When we feel happy, areas like the prefrontal cortex and the brain's reward system kick in, releasing chemicals like dopamine, serotonin, oxytocin, endorphins. But it's not just one happy chemical. It's more like a network of regions and chemicals working together. And activities like exercise, sleep, gratitude all support those systems.
Good answer. And now my next question is, which chemicals or neurotransmitters are associated with feelings of happiness and well-being?
The big ones people talk about are dopamine, motivation and reward, serotonin, mood balance, oxytocin, bonding and trust, and endorphins, which can ease pain and boost mood. But, no single chemical equals happiness by itself. It's the patterns and interactions among them that really matter.
Good. Is happiness something we are born with or can it be learned?
It's both, actually. Part of our baseline seems to be inborn, like temperament, but a meaningful amount can be learned. Things like practicing gratitude, building close relationships, doing work that feels meaningful, even small daily choices, those can lift your well being over time. Think of it like training a muscle. Habits can strengthen resilience and make more room for joy.
Good. How do our thoughts and beliefs influence our level of happiness?
Our thoughts shape how we interpret what happens. Same event, different story, different feeling. If the belief is mistakes mean I'm useless, that's heavy. But if the belief shifts to mistakes mean I'm learning, That feels lighter and more motivating. So, noticing and gently reframing thoughts can nudge happiness upward, little by little.
Good. What is the connection between gratitude and happiness?
Gratitude regularly pulls attention toward what's already working instead of what's missing. That shift can soften stress and make room for contentment. It's not magic, but it's a reliable nudge that people can practice daily. Even tiny thank you moments add up.
Good answer. Can practicing gratitude every day actually make us happier?
For many people, yes. Studies show that regular gratitude practice can nudge mood and life satisfaction up over time. It's not instant fireworks. It's more like watering plants. Small, consistent care. It works best when it's genuine, not forced.
Okay. How does positive thinking affect our mental and emotional well being?
Positive thinking, when it's realistic, helps us handle stress better, bounce back faster, and notice opportunities we might have missed. But if it turns into denying problems, that backfires. Healthy optimism is about acknowledging what's hard and still believing effort can make things better. Balanced like that, it supports mental health, emotional steadiness, and long term well being.
Okay. What role does physical exercise play in creating happiness?
Exercise boosts mood through endorphins and other brain chemicals. And it's not just the immediate lift. Over time, it improves sleep, energy, stress resilience, and even feelings of confidence. You don't need marathon training either. Consistency matters more than intensity. A brisk walk most days can already make a difference.
Okay. How does sleep affect our mood and happiness?
Sleep is like emotional maintenance. Good sleep helps regulate emotions, focus, patience. Poor sleep does the opposite. Everything feels harder and more intense. Protecting sleep, regular bedtime, less late night screen time is one of the simplest happiness upgrades we can make.
Good. Can spending time in nature improve our sense of joy?
Yes, time in nature tends to quiet stress and lift mood. Even short walks in a park, it's like the brain takes a soft reset. Less noise, more space. Joy sneaks in.
Good. How important are friendships and social connections for happiness?
Very. Strong, supportive relationships are one of the most consistent predictors of long term well being. They don't have to be many, just genuine and reciprocal. Someone to laugh with, to lean on, to be real with. That connection feeds belonging, and belonging feeds happiness.
Okay. What is the relationship between kindness and happiness?
Kindness tends to boost happiness for both the giver and the receiver. Even small acts, holding a door, a quick thank you, sharing credit, these can lift mood and reinforce a sense of connection. Kindness kind of pays emotional dividends. It builds good feelings that last.
Good. Can meditation change the brain in ways that support happiness?
Yes, evidence suggests regular meditation can change brain areas involved in attention, emotional regulation, empathy. That doesn't mean instant bliss, but over time, it can reduce rumination and support calmer, more balanced moods. It's training, not a trick. Regular practice matters.
Okay. And what are some simple happiness practices that we can do every morning?
Try a 1 minute gratitude note, stretching, or a short walk. A few slow breaths, maybe one kind message to send. Tiny, doable things done consistently beat big, dramatic routines. Make it easy and repeatable. That's the secret.
Good. Good secret. If someone wants to become happier starting today, what three practical steps would you recommend?
First, pick one tiny gratitude practice tonight. Second, do some gentle movement most days, even a short walk. Third, reach out to one person you trust. Talk, listen, connect. Simple, doable, and surprisingly powerful if kept consistent.
Good. Now, finally, my last question is, what is the most important scientific lesson we should remember about cultivating happiness?
Probably that small, consistent habits matter more than searching for a single magic fix. Day by day choices stack up. Little things repeated kindly to yourself shape the bigger picture. That's where durable happiness grows.
Thank you, ChatGPT. Thank you once again for these
You're mo-
okay, for these thoughtful and inspiring insights. Today we learned that happiness is not simply something that happens to us. It is also something we can cultivate through our daily choices and habits. Gratitude, meaningful relationships, physical activity, mindfulness, kindness, healthy routines, and a sense of purpose can all contribute to greater well being. The science of happiness reminds us that we do not need a perfect life to experience joy. Sometimes happiness can be found in a small act of kindness, a meaningful conversation, a peaceful moment, or simply being grateful for what we already have. So let us not wait for happiness to arrive. Let us create space for it. Practice it, share it, and make it a part of our everyday lives. Thank you everyone for joining us. Allah Hafiz.
Amin. Allah Hafiz, Rosina. That was a beautiful ending. Thank you. I'm
Thank you.
glad we got to explore this together.
Thank you once again.
Always.